Namaskar. Welcome to Dr. Rao's Temple of Learning. This is your YouTube channel, Spiritual Management Course. Today we are discussing part 1 of 21st Independent Small Discourse entitled Consciousness, Subconsciousness and Superconsciousness, a Dimension of Spirituality. Yes, this is Dr. A.P. Rao, Vice President, Telecom Division, High Physics Laboratory, India Private Limited, MIDC Ranjangaon, Pune, Maharashtra. So, welcome to the discussion about Chetan, Achetan, or Ati Chetan. The understanding through the course of spiritual management says spiritual management suggests that human beings may research and develop themselves to understand consciousness, subconsciousness, and superconsciousness state of mind. When we start distinguishing between consciousness and subconsciousness, in due course of time, learns about superconsciousness. Spiritual management has defined three levels of mind or psyche. In Sanskrit, it is called chitta in the creatures. In Eastern mythology, we speak like this. In Hindi, chitta or man, it has got the three levels. We call it Chetna ke teen star, and these three levels are Achetan, Chetan, or Atichetan. That is conscious, subconscious, and superconscious. These are known to be the three levels of the mind. These three are intimately related to each other. Understand that we say three levels means chitta or mind is one that may be found at three different levels. Means these are the three states of chitta. Means there must be a scope of change or interchangeability. Therefore, spiritual management suggests that human beings may research and develop themselves to understand consciousness, subconsciousness, and superconsciousness state of mind. Let us talk about the human brain and atomic system. Is there a relationship between human brain and physical atomic system? Yes, there is. Both may remain in any of the states, and these states define our energy content or energy level. That is the reason why human beings may develop themselves by understanding the state of chitta or mind. There may be a rough analogy that may be seen between human brain and physical atomic system. As a basic knowledge of science, we know that an atomic system may be found in three states defined as normal state, excited state, and ionized state depending upon its energy content. The normal state is where the electrons are moving in its defined orbit. It may be said equivalent to the conscious state of mind or normal state. Excited state is For a time being, electrons have gone to the higher energy level. It may be equivalent to the subconscious state of mind. It is excited state. And the ionized state, where the electrons are detached from the atom and became free. It may be said equivalent to superconscious state of mind. That is ionized state. The human consciousness is defined as the state of being aware of and responsive to one's surroundings. So, mind or psyche, three levels of the mind or psyche: subconscious, conscious, and superconscious. This human consciousness is known to have the three characteristics. Cognitive characteristic, in Sanskrit we call it Jnanatmak. Affective characteristics, we call it Bhavatmak. And functional characteristics, we call it Kriyatmak. The cerebral cortex, which is the actual brain as shown in picture. The cerebral cortex is a six-layered neocortex, also called cerebral mantle, which is the outer layer of neural tissue of cerebrum of the brain in humans. Spiritual management suggests that cerebral cortex is the main source of consciousness, also called Mana in Eastern mythology. The great saint Swami Vivekananda also distinguished among three levels of the mind or psyche as the subconscious mind, which consists of one, instinctive urges and desires; the conscious mind, which is self-aware but still driven by selfishness, ambition, and greed; and superconscious mind, which comes from the highest source of spiritual reality, namely the supreme Brahma or Atma or Purusha in Eastern mythology. The spiritual management approach makes us understand many characteristics that the newborn child gets by birth, and therefore it is believed that so many things in the body are parental in the subconscious mind of a person. Don't we observe different emotions like anger, smile, etc. on the face of a newborn child? So, we speak about the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is made up of prenatal, rights, memory, knowledge, desire, actions, and feelings. Have you performed yoga breathing exercise? The master asks you to concentrate on your breath. Does it not mean that normally we never notice that we are breathing? We breathe 24 hours without fail. Who controls all this? It is our subconscious mind, that too without external efforts. Have you heard that someone has forgotten to breathe and died? No. In psychology, The subconscious is the part of mind that is not currently in focal awareness. The subconscious mind is a data bank for everything which is not in our conscious mind. It stores our beliefs, previous experience, memories, skills, etc. It is, in fact, our guidance system. Our subconscious mind is a powerful force and makes up around 90% of our brain power in the life. It handles everything our body needs to function properly, from eating to breathing to digesting and making memories. Even our subconscious mind controls our each and every physical move, whether voluntarily or otherwise. The subconscious mind is a sort of biological hard drive, a recorded database for all things about us. The research indicates that subconscious mind is a powerful mind, more powerful than conscious one. It is said to be 30,000 times more powerful than of our conscious mind. Dreams are just electrical impulses occur in our brain that taps into random images from our subconscious mind. Meaning, sometimes our dreams are nothing but random images, and other times it is our subconscious mind trying to share with us something. That is the power of subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind absorbs so much information and ideas, much of which doesn't even pass through our conscious mind. In general, a fraction of thoughts goes into our mind, and we can control only a small part of our conscious thoughts, while majority of thoughts goes to subconscious mind. The therapies like hypnotism are being developed by medical science using concepts of subconscious mind only. Nowadays, the distance healing therapy is also used by the healer sitting far away from the patient to instruct his subconscious mind. This is all for this discourse. Thank you very much for your patient watch. We shall continue this discussion about conscious, subconscious, and superconscious, that is Chetan, Achetan, or Atichetan, in the next concluding part 2. Thank you. Thank you very much.